Hello, my holy brothers and sisters. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having an amazing day. I missed you guys so much. I can't wait till you all come on. Okay, I'm gonna wait till y'all come on. It's actually a little cold in here. It's getting cold in here. Hello everybody. How are you? I just stopped everything and I just came to talk to you guys. Like, we're in the middle of putting everyone to bed. And I'm like, Ava's gotta go. You know why? Because I love you guys so much. Hello Hannah and Erica and Jutes. And Devora and Allie and Minnie and Ricky. And Gator and Judy. How are you? And Yitzi and Aliza and Taz. Taz, thank you for always asking how I am. It's so nice when people ask how I'm doing. Hello, Reb Yaakov from Meaningful People. Hello, Glorious. I want to get right into it, guys, because I have a long night ahead of me, and I want to get as much as I can done with you guys. You know what I'm saying? I have like this white thing in my eye. I hope it doesn't bother you as much as it bothers me. Sushi says that yesterday was amazing. How many of you were on the live with Charlie Harari? The one and only. Rabbi Yaakov. He's from Brooklyn, not from Queens. Hello, Rima. Was anyone there last night? It was not normal. I think the whole day was just, my DMs were filled with questions about what he said. Hey! What are you doing? Oh, you're making something special?
For Mother's Day.
Oh, you want to remind everybody? Come here.
Can I show it?
But then I shouldn't look?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Atara is reminding everybody that Sunday is Mother's Day. So she's...
I was literally working on the cards for so long.
You were?
Yeah.
Thank you, Atara.
I was trying to make it a surprise, so I said that I was looking for my books.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to close my eyes, and she is going to hold on. Yes, guys, the live is saved. Baruch Hashem, all my lives get saved on YouTube.
Hi.
Everyone's saying hi. All right, Atara wants to show you guys. Chef Ruth says that you're the best daughter, and I'm the best mother. All right, hold on.
And she wrote by his mom.
Thank you, Shmully. Shmully said I'm the best mother. Okay, now I'm hot. All right.
Okay, turn around. I'm
going to close my eyes. I won't. Look, hold on 1 second. All right.
Okay.
Sari Glass says, last night was amazing. Just the chizuk. I needed my two favorite people to get my chizuk back from... I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I was able to provide that for you. All right, guys. This is going to be my Mother's Day present, Bezrat Hashem. When is it?
Don't tell her, okay?
When is it? On Sunday?
Somebody said we laugh the same.
We laugh the same? She is probably the most like me from all my children.
No, the other children are more like shy. It's like yeah, Allie's like, and like.
Allie's not shy. She's
yeah,
just...
she is. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
I don't care. I'm gonna get out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready? Yep. See?
Here we go. It's so hot in here, no? All right, I'm closing my eyes. 1, 2. Tell me when I could see. Go.
I made this branch tree.
They can't hear you if you whisper. A little louder.
Okay, but close your ears.
I'm not looking. Okay. Close my eyes and my ears?
Yeah.
Here you go.
So I made this tree, and then I cut out hearts, and I put it on. And after, I wrote, Happy Mother's Day. And you can't really see it, and I wrote, love you. And then I wrote, make this. And then, the bottom, grass. Then I wrote, made, a smiley face, and I wrote my mother a note. And then, that's it. Isn't it cute? Right?
Can I open my eyes?
Yeah.
Woo! Oh my gosh, that's
guys, people are writing beautiful. Your mom is gonna love it. Atara, so sweet.
Thank you, Atara. Now everyone tell her to go to bed right now. Now it's time to go to bed.
How are you the cutest ever?
Atara, could you open that window also? Ima's so hot. Oh, you know what? Open the fan. Oh. And this door. Open all the way so I have light, please. Even though you are the light. Atara, can you open this door also, please? Open. It's very complicated in here because everyone's saying go to bed. Yeah, Atara, could you open that door all the way out and that door all the way in? I love you. All the way, Atara. I need all the light in the world. Atara. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I love you. Okay. Bye. Atara says bye. Okay. Are my kids the only ones awake right now? Yeah. Charlie was incredible last night. I'm so thank you. Mwah. That's my other daughter watching my other daughter. It's true. 2 minutes ago I was like, I'm freezing. Then I'm hot. Then I'm cold. Welcome to my world. I'm just all over the place. Charlie was on fire. Charlie is always on fire. And I'm just so blessed and honored and humbled that he came to the Shimi Shmooze. Like, hello, little me. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to start with saying to him, and then I want to show you a picture of Adina Ora, my baby, who's not a baby anymore. She turned 1 on Friday. So, hold on, I gotta show you a picture. But first, tell him. So, I actually, look what I did for you guys. Hold on, the pictures are gonna come up. There you go. So we can say it together. And we have the words right in front of you. You're welcome. This should be a schus and a refuah for all those suffering in Klal Yisrael, emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. And specifically for Avram Meir Cohen Ben Aliza, Shever Fushlim, and return to his family and his children. And his wife, real quick. Shira Ma'alot Mima'amakim Kiraticha Adonai. Adonai Shema V'koli Tien Aznecha Kashuvot L'kol Tachanunai. Im Avonot Tishmor Ya Adonai Mi Ya'amod Kimcha Selicha Leman Tivarei. קיוויתי אדוני כבתה נפשי ולדברו אוכלתי. נפשי לאדוני משומרים לבוקר, שומרים לבוקר. יחיה לישראל אדוני כי אם אדוני חסד והרבה עמו פדות. והוא יפדה את ישראל מכל עוונותיו. Alright guys, here is a picture of Adina Ora on Friday when she turned 1. Do you think she's 1 year old or she's 1 year old? I don't know. Alright. The sisters are getting really excited. Guys! That's a cake that we got from Brooklyn. And she just couldn't help but stuff her face. And Danielle's like, Shimi, go post, could you post a video? She's like stuffing her face like this in the cake. And I'm like, Danielle, you crazy? I'm not going to be able to do that because everybody's going to be like, how could you give cake like that to your daughter? You should be giving her celery. And ain't nobody got time for that. So that's why I didn't post it. But it's a really cute video. But you guys here don't judge. Here's another one. Look at her. She's like, show me the cake, baby. So yeah, that's her. Also, I see my supper here tonight. Danielle made it. I can't take credit, but why not show it to you and share with you? Could you guys guess what was for supper? Let me get 3 guesses. 3 guesses. What was for supper tonight? Anybody? Okay, let's see what we're getting for supper. Tonight for supper was, let's see, the first, not pizza. We got 6 pizzas. Not lasagna, I'll give you a hint. Oh, it's Taco Tuesday. I'm not really a Taco Tuesday fan, honestly. Not burger. I'll give you a hint. It was filet sticks. Esti Verschleiser gets it right. Steak, but not just any steak. It was pepper steak. So here we go. Can we take a look? Can we take a look at this goodness right here? Oh yeah. So that's how we ate today. Just in case you were wondering. I decided to share that with you. I should share a lot of things with you. Oh my God! You guys have to see this. Okay, hold on. Hold on 1 second. How do I stop this? How do I stop the sizzle? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you a video. Okay, guys, I'm gonna show you a video of Adina Ora today. She saw a pen on the floor. Don't mind the mess, okay, in the video, because if you do and you judge, how dare you? And she takes the pen, and guys, guess what she does with the pen? Anybody? Could you guess what she does with the pen? My husband told me I have to take the pen out of my, like, he's like, Shimi, your face is in the screen, and then you have the pen. People can't focus. Take the pen out. Could you guys guess what she did with the pen? Okay, yeah. Devar, you're totally judging. How I don't get you guys. What type of people are you? Yes, she put it behind her ear. Do you guys want to see it? Can I get some hearts? All right, there we go. Okay, I think this is the video. All right, this is Adina Ora trying to be la cremama. See, this is what we're going to talk about today. That our kids are going to watch us and they're going to learn from our actions. Not what we say, but what we do. So hold on, check it out. Tori trying to put it behind her ear like Ima. She tried to put the pen behind her ear. I love her. She's trying to put it behind her ear. Adora, I love you. I love you. She's always in pajamas. Are they on a dance? Dance. See that? I love you. And then she sticks it in her hair. Adora trying to put it behind her ear. But anyway, guys, I want to tell you something. Every time I post Adina Ora, my mother's like, שימי, כל פעם שאת שמה את עדינה באינסטגרם הזה, היא לובשת את אותו חליפה. She's always wearing the same thing. I'm like, Ima, you have to understand, I'm always taking the videos in one day. So I could post like 5 different videos from the same day. She's like, change your clothing. Yeah, so that was cute. That was funny because I wasn't even going to share that with you. And then I was like, you know what? Why not? So you guys are still on the judging of the mess. Did you guys even look at Adina Ora, or were you just looking at the mess? Because I mentioned that to you. So let's get right to it, guys. Oh, by the way, tomorrow night is Yoni Z. Wah! So many of you asked for Yoni Z, and by the end of this night, I'm going to tell you who the next 2... Should I tell you the next 2 or 3? 3 Shimmy Shmooze people who are coming on. Shimmy Shmoozers. Anybody? I think I'm going to tell you just one. I'm going to tell you one. Because what mess? Yeah, now you're trying to make me feel good. I'm going to tell you one if you're really good today. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you about something that I want to work on, especially during quarantine eating, always. But I want to do a little exercise with you guys, okay? Okay, let's just take a poll right here for a second. How many of you could say that you control your anger like a boss? All right, talk to me. You know, on a scale from 1 to... People are like, I'm in shitachem. Of course I'm going to say I'm like perfect. How many of you are like Sephardi, you know, like Sephardi blood, like, ugh! And you have learned to overcome your anger and... sorry, poor connection. By the way, I think it's my phone because I don't have any more storage. So it's messing with my Wi-Fi. How do you guys deal with your anger? Talk to me. Oh, you guys are like 8.3. On a scale from 1 to 10, how do you control your anger? 10 being the best, 1 being I get angry. Someone said I'm Sephardi. We got 6s, we got 8s. Count to 10. I like that, count to 10. And then you you'll calm down. I write it down on a paper. Really? Esther Official, you got upset. You're like, 1 second. I'm really angry right now with you, so give me a second as I write down my feelings. You do like on the spot or like after. That's great. A lot of people are saying they're Sephardi. Always remember to breathe. It's very important. Wow, Dan has a 1. Dan, tonight's your night. I learned it's not worth getting angry, but you know it in your head, but like when it push comes to shove, when you get angry and someone like really gets on your last nerve, you in trouble. La la la. My blood boils pretty quickly, but I also calm down quick. That's good, Sarifki. I should learn from you. Am I the only Ashkenazi? I don't know. Who's Ashkenazi here? Who's Sephardi? Gloria said she worked on herself. Okay. So we're going to do a little exercise. I want to focus on not only the fact that breathing is really important for us, not only to calm down, but to be grateful to God and to realize, oh my gosh, every breath, I'm alive. I'm alive! So everybody, I know it's going to be hard for you, but I'm going to ask you for like 30 seconds to close your eyes. All right. Don't peek. And I know who's peeking because they're going to be commenting. Okay? How many of you think that you could close your eyes for 30 seconds? We're getting to Ashkenaz Sephardi like debate going on. Honestly, it's really hard. I try to think how would my mom have reacted in the situation. Good. I don't remember my mom screaming, and I want my kids to remember their childhood with a mom who didn't scream. Wow, Sari, glass, mama glass, more glass. That's amazing. That's basically like talking about what we're going to talk about today. How it's so important how we act, how our kids are going to become one day when they get older. And that's why Rav Charlie Rav. He's not a rabbi. Okay. Guys, we're closing our eyes. And as we're closing our eyes, okay, well, not me. I'm going to read. You're going to close your eyes, okay? You're going to close your eyes because it's just like 30 seconds. That's all I'm asking for. Maybe a little more. You won't know because you'll get lost in it. I want you to take deep breaths. Just take deep breaths, like let it get into your lungs. Let your heart rate slow down. And let's do this. All right, guys, I'm trusting you. Close your eyes. I'll tell you when it's time to open it. Literally like 30 seconds. Here we go. Close your eyes. I see you. As I read this paragraph, you will be breathing. Guys, bear with me. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths. I want you to breathe. I want you to be aware of your next breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, every time that you breathe, you can either breathe subconsciously or you can choose to breathe mindfully. So, Rifki, don't fall asleep. Focus. Breathe. I'm going to lose half of you because you're going to fall asleep on me. Don't. And then you could choose to be grateful for every single breath that you take. In and out. In and out. Breathe. This is what the Medrash suggests. To be grateful for every single breath. Since you breathe regularly throughout the day, you're breathing in and you're breathing out. The practice of being grateful for each breath will fill your day with gratitude. All right, guys, open your eyes. I have the perfect calming voice for meditation. Really? Wow. Guys, how did you feel? How many of you closed your eyes? How many of you were breathing deep breaths? And what did it make you feel? Just let me know quickly. Did you guys fall asleep on me? Oh, right. There's a 5-minute delay. So I'm going to wait. Shmooze, you loved it. Health Nutty said, I felt calm. It was meditating. Ruchi said, I'm calm. Sarah said, that was so calming. Sarifki said she was relaxed. Sarifki, you didn't fall asleep. Esty said she felt relaxed. Figgy said, both. I loved it. Balor said, amazing. I felt relaxed. CF said, felt relaxed. I love doing deep breaths. It makes me feel so calm and relaxed. I felt calm and relaxed. Chef Ruth. Esty says, I'm ready to go to sleep now. Marvin said, I felt a lot of pressure to breathe. Did you check yourself out for Corona, Marvin? Official said, honestly, it was hard to focus at first, but then it felt calm. Guys, we should do like more mindful, calming stuff. Like just even a paragraph, just to like get our heart rate to go down. Sari Glass, it is interesting because I do this with my students before tefillah every day. It calms them. And then the girls think of something they are thankful for while their eyes are closed. Wow. Tal said, calm and very conscious of my body and the bracha it is. I can take a deep breath without any pain. Wow, I love that. So yeah, you guys get the drift. You guys get the power of breathing and the power of the fact that we, hold on one second, let me close the door. Can you close the door? I love you, thank you. How grateful we are that we could breathe. Now, all these people so many people that we were davening for that had Corona and came out, they said, Shimi, you don't know what it was like to try to get a breath and to try to just like live. And we don't realize, hold on one second. Sorry. And we don't realize how grateful we should be for every breath, but we don't realize it because when we're breathing, we're just doing, we're running, we're working, we're cooking, we're thinking. We're so busy with everything else and we don't realize throughout it all, we're going in and we're going out. We're going in and we're going out and we're breathing. And when there are people in the hospital who are just trying to get a breath in and out, and every single breath is like a struggle for us, we're not even thinking about it. So now we're not asking you to think about your breaths all day. But what I do want to focus on is something, and I'm going to tell this to you right now. But I just want to read what Sarifki wrote. Hold on. The real Michelle, I had an upper respiratory infection last year. It was hell. So you appreciate your breaths, I'm assuming, so much more because you went through what you went through. Sarifki says, when I go running, it makes me so incredibly grateful for my lungs because I'm super concentrating on my breathing. I can't, by the way, run for, I cannot run for more than like 30 seconds without stopping. I can't. I think I have like respiratory, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's asthma. I could dance for hours. Hours, literally. I can't run. So yeah, that really makes me appreciate my breaths. Chef Wood said, I had a collapsed lung last year. It was so difficult to breathe in and out. I can't even imagine. It's so hard when we have a hard time breathing. Amy just came. What are we talking about? We're talking about the power of our breaths and our breathing. And every breath that we take in and out, we got to be grateful. And I know we can't focus on it all day because that just won't make sense. But we need to focus on it for a certain amount during the day. And that's what I want to start focus on. Like, you know, people were telling me they're starting to wake up and they say, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. Thank you, Hashem. And it completely changed your mindset. So I want to focus on different things to ultimately achieve the greatest level of happiness and contentment within ourselves. And we can't rely on other people to make us happy. We got to work on being happy. And especially, hold on one second. Especially during this time, I feel like we have to work so much harder on ourselves, but it's so great because we're becoming the best selves that we could ever be during this Corona time. Mama Sabo, she said, I cracked my rib coughing while I had COVID, and breathing has been crazy painful. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. So you, more than anyone, could say thank you, Hashem, for every single breath that I take. Esty said, I started saying thank you, Hashem, with Moda'ani right when I wake up. I love it. But I don't want you to just saying thank you, Hashem. I want you to say, I am alive. Those words, I am alive, to recognize that you have another day. You were given another day to live, to grow, to give, to do. Because there are people that didn't get that chance. So I am alive. I am alive. And I don't want to just live. I want to be alive. Shmooze, back at you. Shmooze, you're the man. Health Nutty says, I'm reading a book. It's called Happier You. It's amazing. Recommend everyone to read it. I love that. Healthier Nutty, could you send it to me on the DM? Happier You. Let me just write it down. I literally order every book that you guys tell me to order. I just don't have time to read them. Okay. So this is what I want, guys, to let you guys know, okay? That there are courses out there to learn about appreciation, to learn about music. Plotsky, you would love that, right? There's music schools out there. There are classes to learn how to be appreciative. And breathing should be one of them. But not breathing just for the sake of calming ourselves down. See, there's all different aspects to it. I want to start focusing on breathing as a source of being grateful to God, right? Some people go to yoga because they want to calm themselves, breathing to not get angry, which I want to discuss as well today. But I want to discuss that when you are breathing and you recognize it and you're conscious of every single breath that you take in and out, and I want to set a certain time, like Charlie Harari said yesterday, set a time to talk to God. Like he has every morning. He has a cup of coffee. And when he said, he's like, I'm going to talk to my father. And a lot of people thought like he's going to call his father on FaceTime. He said, no. I'm going to speak to my father, to God. Just talk to him. How you're doing, how I messed up, how I'm sorry, how I need your help. Just talk to God. And he said, you know what? Even if you have nothing to talk about, just be in the moment. Maybe focus on your breathing. Maybe that's the time where we can focus on our breathing. So, I want to tell everyone, when you are focused on your breathing and appreciating your breathing, it's going to enhance our life even more. Okay? So, how many of you are ready to give yourself 5 minutes every day to spend on focusing on your breathing? Just the in and out, in and out. All I'm asking is for 5 minutes to count your breaths. Just count it. Don't focus on anything else. And if a thought comes to mind, just push it away. Ain't nobody got time for that. Just to breathe for 5 minutes, especially the parents out there who could really use that breathing. 5 minutes to focus on our breathing, okay? And I want to tell you that this is going to increase our awareness of how often we breathe throughout the day. We don't even realize how we're breathing every day, in and out, in and out. We're not focused on it. Guys, I need you to be on board with me, because if you want to be happy, if you want to reach happiness, if you want to be a better you got to constantly be grateful. And being grateful has so many different aspects to it. And we're learning. This is the journey. You're learning the formulas to being happy. Everyone's like, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. Yet, learn. Don't just learn. Implement it into your life. So we're learning from the Gedolim, from the holy people who've studied happiness and studied the formulas that need to get us to the best place in our life. Ruchi says, after I say Shema, I take a deep breath and thank Hashem for my day. I love that. And even if you had a hard day, just breathe it out. And talk to him. When we breathe slowly and when we breathe deeply, see, when we're breathing heavily, we get anxious. I don't know about you, how many of you have suffered like an anxiety attack or a panic attack? I have. And, you can't get your breaths in. So by breathing like heavily, it's just going to mess with you. So our nervous system, it gets... Hi, Siri Willie. We're talking about breathing today and how we could focus on just calming ourselves down and being the best selves that we could be and being grateful to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. One of the things to be grateful for is our breaths. So, guys, I want you to focus on breathing slowly, breathing deeply, because when we do that, it's going to alleviate anger. It's going to alleviate tension. It's going to alleviate fear and anxiety and stress. And if there's... How many of us could say that we're not going through stress right now? We're going through so much. And we got to figure out ways to help us go through this. And we don't want to just go through it. We want to grow through it. So when we're angry, when we're stressed, when we have anxiety, when we're, we're afraid, this is not conducive for us. It's not conducive for anyone around us. People don't want to be around that type of vibe, right? So when you're going to breathe deeply and really pay attention to your breath, you're going to start clearing your mind, and you're going to be able to start treating people differently and calmer and nicer to your children, to your spouse, to yourself. So it really helps with a lot of issues. And it's amazing. I never thought about my breaths till I'm starting to learn it with you guys. So a lot of the stuff that we go through, if we just focus on our breathing, it's going to help us a lot with so many things that we're dealing with right now. Health coach Sarah says, I'm not breathing slowly and deeply now. Just what I needed, Shimi. Let's breathe. God blew a neshama into us. Breath is life. I love that. So when we add gratitude to our life, when we're grateful, when we wake up in the morning, we say, I'm alive. Sorry guys, I keep on losing connection. Everything in our life becomes, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do with this losing connection here. If I lose it a few more times, I might have to go off and come back on. So we'll see. So a lot of people want to be more spiritual and want to be more spiritually connected to themselves, to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And Rabbi, right here, Rabbi Pliskin, you know what he says? He says, I have a spiritual exercise for you. And you know what it is? It's breathing. You want to connect to Hashem? I want you to focus on your breathing. You're like, what? Breathing? Really? That is the most ridiculous answer. You want me to focus on my breathing and then I'm going to be connected more to Hashem? Yes, I'm going to save the live. I save all these lives. I'm going to put it on my YouTube page, Bezrat Hashem. I'm going to call this one Just Breathe. When we make breathing an exercise, a spiritual exercise, then we gain clarity of Hashem's greatness and how lucky we are that Hashem gives us a breath every single second. And He really loves us because I'm breathing again and again and again and again. So you start thinking of God with every breath that you take in and out all day. And also you appreciate the oxygen that you have. It's maybe that's what this whole Corona thing is trying to teach us. Like, we need oxygen, and we have oxygen to breathe in, and we take it for granted. So maybe God is like, just take a step back, just focus on like the core, our breaths. And every time we're going to focus on our breathing, we're constantly going to be reminded that Hashem is giving us something to stay alive. Hashem is giving us something to stay alive every second. And if you have nothing else to be grateful for, let's be grateful for that, right? And I feel like if there's one thing we're all addicted to, besides for pizza, is oxygen. We all need oxygen. So, guys, you know what? Try holding your breath for 30 seconds. Let's go. Let's try to hold our breaths for 30 seconds on the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go. Oh my gosh. All you can think about is, I need some oxygen. I need to breathe. How many of you like, you couldn't? I need to breathe. Sax just joined. We just held our breath for 30 seconds and we realized how much we are reliant on our breaths to stay alive and how lucky we are that we have oxygen to breathe in and out. Woo! That really, I didn't think it was going to be so intense. That was hard. And that was not even like a full 30 seconds. I was like 1, 2, 3, like that. I was totally cheating and I still couldn't do it. So, but being addicted to oxygen is a healthy addiction. It's a healthy addiction. And no one says, give up oxygen. Like, you know, they would tell you about alcohol and drugs and coffee, whatever it is. Oxygen is a healthy addiction because this reminds us of our core. This reminds us of our Creator. So, since we're breathing anyway, guys, why don't we upgrade the quality of our breathing? We're breathing anyway. We're doing it anyway. I'm not asking you to go out of your way to breathe. You're breathing anyway. So many people are saying, I couldn't hold it more than 20 seconds. You need to take a breath. So the same way you need your oxygen and you're like praying for another breath, how about we do like, Hashem, I'm praying to be connected to you. The same way we're dying it's such a funny word to say. The same way we want to breathe so badly, let's try to want to be so happy. Let's try to want as badly as we want oxygen to connect to Hashem, to want to grow and be the best person that we could be. Rosenfeld says, I must have done it for longer because my phone froze. I'm glad you're still with us. Can you imagine, like, you pass out and then you call Atala? Well, not you, because you'd be passed out and someone be like, she passed out, you need to come here. And then I'll be like, what happened? And you'd be like, Shimi, Shmooze happened. That's what happened. So, guys, we're gonna begin right now with the next 10 breaths and recognizing that it's so important to not take our breaths for granted. So, first and foremost, I want to work on connecting to our breaths because it reminds us how lucky we are that we're alive and that we need to rely on a God every second for our breath. And not only that, like He's doing so much kindness for us. How many breaths we're taking in and out all day. Number 2, this is what I want to talk about. Last night, I asked Charlie, I posed a question to him, what are you doing to get through this quarantining with your family? And he went, different tips that he gave us. And one of the things he said, guys, was you can't scream. You cannot scream. Because if you scream, you have lost as I'm screaming at you. I'm like, you can't scream. When you scream, you have lost control. And he says, if you scream, then you're automatically wrong. If you're screaming, you're automatically wrong. So I want to ask you guys something. You don't have to answer it. How many of us have lost our cool? Not only during our life, but specifically in this time in our life. How many of you lost our cool? Come on. We all did. We're human. But I want to tell you something. Screaming never gets us anywhere. When we scream, we lost control. And we're going to say things that we don't mean. And we're going to say things that we can't take back. And words are powerful. And words could create and could destroy. So don't take that moment when you're screaming and you're yelling to say things that you can never take back. And every single time I've ever lost control when it came to screaming, every single time. And this applies to also when I speak Lashon Hara, when I've spoken Lashon Hara. I regret it every single time. I feel so horrible about myself. And it's like too late. You know, like that. It's such a horrible feeling when you do. There's like this thing over here. When you lost control, you cannot take it back. And you feel so guilty. Do you guys feel that way? Or you're like, I messed up. Like, it kills me inside. It really, really hurts me. And then I always think about like, the same mouth that just yelled and made someone feel bad. Because the truth is that we can get whatever we want done. I know it's much easier said than done. I know. But guys, if we don't learn about it, we'll never become better. We'll just always continuously scream. So there's two ways to get about what you want to achieve. You want to tell your kids something, you want them to do something, you scream, they might listen to you, but they'll resent you and they'll be upset with you. Because the same way, you know how we're different, we act differently to strangers than we are at home? Let's try to be that same kind person at home that we are, that we put up like a front to the outside world. Be the same person. Your kids deserve the same respect. That's why I set myself aside and write it down on paper and then look at what I wrote and realize how stupid I was. I love that. By the way, that's something I do as well. I have on my notes, there's an alarm in the other room and it's getting me so like, I have on my notes, don't forget. And on these notes, on this note, I write down every time I messed up. Now, some could tell me, Shimi, are you serious? You're constantly looking at how you messed up. Doesn't that make you feel bad? It's good to make me feel bad a little bit because I want to, because when I mess up, hold on, this getting me really nervous. There is an alarm. I can't focus. I don't know about you. Hold on. Where is it from? Do you guys hear that? I found it. I cannot focus when something is going on in the background. Like I don't know. Are you guys the same way? It's a full moon. It's a full moon, Aliana. I don't know what we're talking about with the full moon, but yeah, it's someone's timer. So I have on my notes how I messed up, and I write down exactly right after what I did, how I felt, and how I regretted it. And when I read it over, and I don't read it over so often, but I do, every so often, to remember how I felt so that I don't repeat that mistake again. Like, remember how bad you felt, Shimi, after you did that. Because that's going to make me a better person. If I don't remember my mistakes, if I don't learn from my mistakes, then how could I become better from my mistakes? You see, if I'm a person that constantly repeats my mistakes over and over and over again, then my mistakes are real mistakes. But if I make a mistake, because I'm human, and I try to learn from it, and I try to grow from it, my mistake now becomes my stepping stone to become a better me. But I gotta learn from my mistake. Guys, if you don't learn from your mistakes, then you're just gonna keep on repeating them. Like I told someone the other day, I'm like, yeah, they messed up. So I'm like, so what are you gonna do about it? They're like, I'll think about it, but I'll think before or whatever. I'm like, no. If you're not gonna do something about it, you're gonna learn about it, because if you're not going up, you're going down. So that's a tip that I would give to you. Don't read it every day, because then you'll just feel really bad about yourself. But every so often, look at it, be like, you know what? I'm a different person. And I always say, you are not a failure. Guys, whoever's listening right now, you are not a failure. We make mistakes. We might fail. We might scream. We might yell. We might lose control. And we might lose, ourselves and say hurtful words. But that doesn't mean that we're a failure. That means that we failed. But that just because we failed doesn't mean that we're a failure. And that's the next thing I want to get to. That if you do lose your cool, and if you do find yourself yelling, and if you do find yourself like, shoots, why did I just say that? How could I say that? Why can't I speak to them with respect? Because you're human. You pick yourself up and you try again. Don't say, oh, I messed up today. Tomorrow's a brand new day. No, you can't do that. We don't have time to wait for tomorrow. You messed up. You pick yourself up. And you know what? You might need to go outside, take a breather, breathe in, breathe out, think. But you get back up. Don't let it ruin your day. If you mess up during the day, guys, don't let it ruin your whole day. Okay? Because our days are going to go up and down. We're gonna score. We're gonna be like, dude, I aced that. And then like 10 minutes later, you're like, I was an epic fail. You pick yourself up and you try again. Sometimes when I'm about to get upset and I press pause in my head, I walk away to calm down. Yeah. So I just to calm myself down, because it can really get hectic during the day. I have no time for anything the whole day but going from one Zoom to another to printing out papers, because my kids don't have their books here, and like in between this class, she has to go to this Zoom, and the teacher's like, is she coming? And all day I have like alarms. He's going on this Zoom, and it gets very hectic. I'll just walk up and down the road for 5 minutes, because then when I come back, I could be a better mother. I could be a better wife. So also, I always think like this, like, how could I daven to God? How could I say Tehillim? How could I ask God for anything from this mouth who screamed, who yelled, who used not nice words to make someone feel bad? And now I'm going to use the same mouth that used those words to go and say, God, can you please give me this and this? And it just helps me. Obviously, we're human and we could make mistakes, so God understands that. But to have that thought, before you're about to say something, say, I'm going to regret it. And how can I have that mouth to dive into God with the same mouth that use those words? And it really helps you, channel your anger properly. And why am I bringing anger? Because anger and breaths go hand in hand. If you focus on your breaths, you're calmer. You're more relaxed. You're not so tense. Because it really makes a difference. And you get angry, you start breathing heavily, right? And your temper rises, and your tension rises, and your stress level rises, and then you take it out on everybody else. And it's just like epic fail all across the board. Failure should be our teacher, not our undertaker. Yes, exactly. Hi, Mendy J! Mendy J's in the house. And the last thing I want to say is that our kids are going to watch what we say, how we say it. what we do, how we react. And you know what Charlie Harari said last night? He said, years from now, you're going to see adults and they're going to be challenges that are going to come their way to all these adults. And when these challenges come, you're going to be able to look and say, obviously you're going to have exceptions to the rule, but you're going to be able to look and say, that person probably had parents who really aced it when they went through that corona epidemic. They learned how to deal with challenges. They learned how to, make the best out of the situation, to not yell, to not scream, to not overreact, because we have a choice. As much as we think we don't, we have a choice. So I think this is what I want to focus on, B'ezrat Hashem, tomorrow. Not I think, I know. And I know that we could do this. Guys, that we have a choice. And, I was thinking about it. Like, how I've been joining a lot of Zooms. I go in, I say, words of inspiration. And when I look at everybody on the Zooms, everybody's like in a little box, right? Faces and faces in boxes. And I want to end off with this, is that get out of the box a little bit. Think out of the box. Think out of the box. And think out of the box of of what we're in right now. Think beyond the corona. Think beyond this epidemic. Think beyond this quarantine. Because we're all locked in our box, literally. Think beyond that. Like, we are actually making history right now. We're making history right now. And in this history book of ours, they're gonna write down how we dealt with the challenge of corona. What did we do? How did our parents react? This is gonna be all in this book. And we want to give them something beautiful to write. That we prayed, even though it was hard. That we held our breath and we spoke to our kids with respect. And we said, you know what? I literally tried it today, by the way. I'm like, I want to tell you, that made him really, really unhappy. I was not happy with what happened. But I'm not going to raise my voice. I'm speaking to you with respect. The same way I want you to talk to her with respect. And to speak to him with respect. And it really made it. I was so proud of myself. I really was. I was like, you go, girl. I really felt good about myself, because the next time that they might lose their temper, I'm going to be like, you remember when Ima? Like, I'm not just telling you to control your temper. I hope to live it. So as hard as it is, let's create history. We're literally writing the history book of the corona era. And it's up to us to make it a beautiful moment. And like Charlie said, don't say, when is this over? When is this over? Stop thinking about that. Because we're ruining our moments now that we are living in it. What's happened to my phone? Hold on. Much better. So I hope together that we could write the most beautiful history book of the corona era generation, which is me, which is you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and all the crazy people who stay up so late at night. I realized during this whole quarantining thing how people actually go to sleep early. I'm so jealous. I'm jealous. Like, I'm not going to bed for another 5 hours at least. Sari says, my 7-year-old daughter just came downstairs, and in a split second I thought to myself, I can scream, but that's not going to change the fact that she's up. So I kissed her and I said, back to bed, sweetie. You see, that's what I'm saying. We could get to the same goal. Guys, we could get to the same goal with a different approach. Let's show our kids what it means to go through challenges with a smile, with simcha, with choosing to grow and not to go through it, to grow. These are opportunities. Guys, let's dig deeper into ourselves and figure out how we could be the best mother, the best wife, the best daughter, the best bat Yisrael, the best brother, the best son, the best father, the best that we could be. Because one day, and I end off with this, one day we are going to look back, as crazy as it sounds, we're going to look back at these days and these moments and these years, and we're going to say, I wish that we had the opportunity, that we have the opportunity now that we had during the Corona time. I wish I didn't have to run to work. I wish I'm never home with my kids. I wish I didn't have to go through all these events and this. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the process. Because this is an opportunity that God is saying, right now, focus on you and your children and your spirituality, and be the best you. God is like giving us a present. I know it's hard for a lot of people, and people are struggling financially and spiritually, and people are getting anxiety from so many things, and I know that. But if Hashem put us here, then Hashem felt it necessary that we need to go through this, that we need to stop and take a step back and realize how we can make the best out of this moment right now. Guys, tomorrow, breathe. Breathe deep breaths in and out. Focus for 5 minutes. Put a timer on your phone. And just focus for 5 minutes on your breaths. Think before you speak. Don't get angry. And if you do, go take a walk outside if you can. Walk away. Breathe. Don't say anything you're going to regret. And if you do, you pick yourself up and you try again. You know why? Because you're human. And just because you fail doesn't mean you're a failure. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow with the one and only Yoni Z. Laila Tov. And tomorrow you are going to be the reason that someone smiles. I believe in you. You got this. Laila Tov.